Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life fan, and this is a video of my pickups for the month of November 2017. And I know it's a late video as it's mid-December now, but just got back from a brief spell in Spain and a little bit late in putting this video out, so big sorry to you all. But first off, big thank you for all you new subscribers who have subbed to my channel and helped me achieve getting past the 100 sub mark. And please, new subs, comment, be good to hear from you guys. But a big thank you in subbing to the channel. Anyway, we'll get to the pickups right now. And we'll start off with the Blu-rays first. And the first one I picked up is the Tom and Jerry Golden Collection Volume 1. 37 remastered short cartoons. And this is a US release. And I do hope that they are going to release more of the Tom and Jerry volumes. But these contain 37 cartoons from the 1940s, from 1940 to 1948, and you can never be too old for Tom and Jerry cartoons. But I do know that Looney Tunes have put quite a few volumes out, and I think there is a second volume of the Tom and Jerry, but let's just hope that they release all of them in due time. But looking forward to reliving my childhood and watching these great cartoon classics. Next one I picked up is the Twilight Zone Season 2. Definitely one of my favourite all-time TV series, and a few months back I picked up Season 1, and I eventually will pick up Season 3, 4 and 5. But this one's got quite a few episodes with Burgess Meredith, who was in quite a few of the Twilight Zone episodes. And I think William Shatner is actually in an episode in Season 2 as well, because I did have a quick flick through the little booklet. But definitely one of the great TV sort of supernatural, anthology, sci-fi and horror TV shows, the Twilight Zone. The next one I picked up is this beautiful Death Rides a Horse digipack, and I do know that Kino released their version of Death Rides a Horse, and I was actually going to pick that one up, but when I had a look at this one, and this one came in a 3-disc collector's edition, and had to pick this one up because this is a great Lee Van Cleef spaghetti western in the late 1960s, one of his better ones. And it's got 2 DVDs and a Blu-ray, and the Germans, they really do put out a great sort of collector's digipacks and media books. But definitely a great spaghetti western, and I just sort of prefer this one over the Kino release. And then I picked up the box set of the Godfather movie. Had to pick this up eventually, and definitely loved the whole series of The Godfather with Al Pacino, Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, James Caan and Robert Duvall. But definitely probably the very first Godfather movie is my favourite, and the sequel was a good one as well. I think probably people might can sort of contest that into which one is the better movie, Godfather 1 or 2, but the third one wasn't nowhere near as good as the previous two. But this is a cheap box set, the Francis Coppola restoration box set, and this one you can pick up for quite a decent price. But I'll have to watch all these 3 movies in a week or so to relive watching the most famous mafia family on screen. Picked up this Arrow Dress to Kill Brian De Palma movie, and got it for a great price in my local CX store. And I have changed the cover. Always preferred the original cover to this. And I have seen this movie, but it was a long time ago, and looking forward to checking Michael Caine in this movie with Nancy Allen and Angie Dickinson. But a Brian De Palma classic, Dress to Kill. Also picked up the Karate Kid, and before I get to the Karate Kid, I'd like to say a big shout out to a fellow YouTuber, goes by the name of The Culture Freak from Belgium, and his name is Jow. And I've been watching a lot of his videos and his channel for quite a while. And I don't do many shout outs, but definitely I'm going to do a few more shout outs in my next update videos of all the guys that I've been watching. And Jow, great guy, and been speaking with him quite a bit, and I know this is his favourite movie of all time. So many of you guys, please check out The Culture Freak, Jow. I will leave a link to his great channel. And also, Jow, I have a secret package item coming to you. But anyway, this is the Karate Kid, mid-80s sort of teenage movie with Ralph Macchio. And if you was a teenager growing up in the mid-80s, this was a film that a lot of us would have seen. But I'm looking forward to rechecking this movie out again, The Karate Kid. Picked up this Zavi Steelbook of Cobra, Sylvester Stallone, mid-80s action cop thriller. And actually, I know this movie didn't get sort of great reviews when it sort of came out, but actually, in a sort of trashy sort of way, I actually like this cop thriller with Sylvester Stallone playing the cop Marion Cabretti. But anyway, this is the Zavi Steelbook of the movie Cobra. And also another Stallone movie I picked up is Lockup, and this is like the media book from Germany. And I actually was going to pick up Lockup in my local CEX store, but before I was going to buy that version, it was like a bare minimum sort of release, and I didn't pick it up, so went home and checked out what other editions there were out there. But I found out this German release of Lockup, of this media book with Blu-ray, DVD and a book, and this is limited to 666 copies. I have number 358, but I do like to get nice collector's editions for favourite movies of mine, and this is one of my favourite Stallone movie, Lockup. And great edition with the booklet. Probably I might do a separate video, but anyway, great Stallone movie. And also enjoyed Donald Sutherland playing the prison warden in this movie, Lockup, one of my favourite Stallone movies. Picked this up from Arrow, which I think many of you guys would have picked up a couple of months back. Robert De Niro in Ronin. And actually, I have seen this, but definitely needs a rewatch because I can't remember a lot about it, but I know it stars Robert De Niro in the cat and mouse spy action thriller. But a great release by Arrow, and this comes with a nice slipcase and packed with loads of features. Ronin. Another great Arrow release. And picked up this Clint Eastwood movie that he directed, Mystic River, a very dark movie with Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon and Lawrence Fishburne, all four great actors there. A very good movie, and even if Clint Eastwood is not in movies, especially nowadays, he does direct a fine movie, and this is one of his better sort of movies that he has directed, Mystic River. This will go into my Clint Eastwood collection, and at some point I will be doing a few videos of my Clint Eastwood collection. Also picked up Avengers Assemble, and I did see the first Avengers movie. I'm not a massive Marvel fan, but this was going very cheap at my local CEX store. I think I picked this up for around about £6, I think, which is a bargain. And it contains 2D and 3D cuts of the movie. And also I picked this The Dark Knight Rises Steelbook for an absolute bargain, £5 in my local CEX store, and it wasn't marked up or anything or dented, but definitely had to pick this up. Of The Dark Knight, much preferred the more darker Batman movies with Christian Bale and Michael Caine, but very good movie, The Dark Knight Rises. And I also picked up this latest Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Aftermath. And a lot of Arnie's movies these days kind of don't get the big sort of cinema releases and get talked about, but I'm still a massive fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I do have quite a collection of his movies, but this one I'm actually looking forward to because it's actually a little bit more different than some of his other movies. Aftermath with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Even though some of my favourite action heroes are aging, I still like to collect all their movies. Schwarzenegger in Aftermath. And the only DVD that I did pick up was a spaghetti western, and you know I'm a big spaghetti western fan. Got to pick up a few spaghetti westerns in an update, and this one is Four Gunmen of the Holy Trinity, also known as Four Pistols for Trinity, and this stars Peter Lee Lawrence, and this is actually a bootleg. And this movie has never been released with an English audio. And I do have quite a few of his movies. Peter Lee Lawrence, a German actor. And this will go into the Spaghetti Western collection. So that was all the pickups for November 2017. Better late than never in putting out this video. So I apologise for that and my slightly croaky voice, but like I say, many thanks for the new subscribers to the channel. Please do comment, be good to hear from the new guys as well as my regular guys who check out my channel. It's all a bit of fun talking about movies and stuff, and I do plan on having a competition to celebrate the fact that I have achieved over 100 subs, and that will probably be in January, and I'll keep you guys posted, and there will be some great prizes and giveaways in that. So until the next video, I should say, which will be the December update, and also we'll be doing my Spaghetti Western collection part 3 as well. So till the next video, guys, Take care, stay healthy, and keep on collecting.